What would you say is like your number one tip to staying lean and getting lean like yourself for ladies out there that are just beginning? You're a super busy mom of four, so how do you find the time with 4 kids, a busy life, to get the workouts in and focus on your health?
So
What would you say to someone that maybe has an unhealthy relationship with food where they're over restricting?
I think it's
What's going on, guys? Michael here. We're back at Muscle Beach in Miami, asking everyday people what they do to stay fit and healthy so you can learn from it. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. It really helps us push this to more people that need workout motivation. Now let's go. Okay, Ivana, so we asked fit people what they do for their workout routines just to motivate people that aren't working out right now. So what's your routine like?
I do multiple kinds of sports. So the best one for me is gym, because when I don't go to the gym, I'm just sad and I'm not feeling good.
Right.
So the basis for me is gym. I also try to swim. During winter I ski, and also me and my husband, we recently started playing tennis. So that's
wow.
a new sport, but I really love it.
And as far as the gym, how many days a week are you doing that? Like, what's your week look like?
It depends, because I try to go like 3 times a week, but sometimes when I'm not feeling good, it's sometimes only 1 time a week. But generally 3 times a week is like a minimum for me.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like 5 times a week, but it depends. Like the 3 times is when I'm feeling good.
What would you say to a beginner on how to get started to get into the gym? Because oftentimes, especially for ladies, sometimes it can be intimidating or people are too shy to go in and get started. So what would you say to a beginner to help them get started?
I think that the good idea is to take a personal trainer for beginners, because I didn't I ever had the personal trainer, but I think it might be a good idea when sometimes somebody is shy, for example.
Yeah.
When you go to the gym and you just don't know really what to do in the
Right.
gym. There are some multiple equipments and you don't know what to do. So for example, take for a half year a personal trainer, and then you can go on your own.
Was there a point in your life where you started to take it more seriously, and what was that mental shift for you?
I think I just wanted to change my body for the first time, and when I started to see that my body is changing, that going to the gym, it's really progressing and it's
Right.
making the effects, and it just became a routine, and it's something like I eat a breakfast, I go to the gym. Yeah.
Right, so you started seeing results and you kept going.
Yeah, and that's what, like a kick in my ass. So I had to go to
Right.
the gym more.
What would you say is like your number one tip to staying lean and getting lean like yourself for ladies out there that are just beginning?
I think to make fun out of it. So maybe for me now it's a routine, but it's a routine that gives me pleasure in some
Right.
kind of way. So when you make it like your hobby, not something you have to do, it's just beginning to be something normal in your life.
Right.
So make it like make yourself happy doing it.
I love that. And outside of happiness, what other benefits have you seen from getting fit and active?
I think that it's easy. I'm just feeling better. It's easier for me to wake up somewhere. It's easy for me when I don't know, we go to the mountains. I see that I can climb up this mountain.
Right.
It's not an effort for me. Yeah, everything gets better with the gym and with sport, I think.
What would you say is like the number one thing that you changed with your nutrition that you saw good results from?
Oh my God, my diet really sucks. I can't
Okay.
tell it. Yeah, it's not. I had a period in my life when I was eating healthy, and I prepared my meals. I tried to count the calories, and that was the time when I was feeling the best, I think. So really, the diet matters. Now, because of work, I don't have so much time to care about the diet so
Right.
much. I try to have the cheat days maybe, but
Yes.
sometimes it's just I don't have the time, so I just make something quickly, and the diet, it goes on the second plan. Yeah.
What would you say to someone that maybe has an unhealthy relationship with food where they're over restricting?
I think it's a good idea at first to count calories and to see, because sometimes we don't pay attention to things like, oh, I gotta grab a bottle of juice and I think that it's nothing, and it's like 300 calories that counts into my diet. Yeah.
Right.
And so the calories, they don't come out of nothing. What we eat, we have to exercise, when we want to be on the 0 point.
Right.
If we gain too much calories, we'll just gain on weight. So to count calories and to see in our diet what we are eating, but because maybe we can eliminate just some products and we can be lean because of that.
If you could talk to someone that is not working out, what's one word of encouragement that you could give someone to get started?
I believe in you and you can do it, and just don't stop it.
Come on, I love it. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
We ask fit people what they do to stay active and healthy. So what's your routine like?
For me, my number one thing is just to move every day. It doesn't have to be intense, it doesn't have to be long, but I never go 3 days without moving my body in some way. It could be a walk, It could be a run. It could be just a dumbbell workout. We always have fitness stuff at our house, and we're actually on vacation visiting. And so anytime we go exploring by foot and find some way to move. And
even on vacation, finding time to get it in.
It's not something we feel like we have to do. It's something that's just a part of our daily life. Worked out all through 4 of my pregnancies. It's just something, different levels of intensity always. The main goal is functional fitness.
Right.
And not necessarily what I look like, but how I feel. I want to be hoisting grandbabies over my head.
Come on, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, how you feel is super important to you. So what benefits have you seen outside of the physical appearance from working out?
Well, I have 4 little girls, 9 and under. I'm able to do everything with them. I can hold all of them, keep up with all of them. I'm able to do things on my own, like moving furniture around.
Right, come on.
My heart rate is always very low, which means my heart is strong and doing its job.
Right.
And I find that I don't get sick that often because I'm out getting fresh air and my blood and my muscles are doing their thing, carrying stuff around in my body.
That is so good. And you mentioned you're a super busy mom of 4. So how do you find the time with 4 kids, a busy life, to get the workouts in and focus on your health?
So we actually have always had a garage gym. It started out as just a mat with dumbbells, and I always get up at least an hour before my kids. Time for myself is very important, where it is full body workouts with just dumbbells, 20 minutes or less. So there's literally no excuse.
And if you were to talk to a mom right now that's not currently working out, what words of encouragement would you say to get them over that hump and get started?
I would say start gently. Don't focus on the end result. Focus on creating lasting habits. That's what's going to carry you through. So what doesn't sound intimidating? Walking a mile every day.
Right.
Start there and build. Don't start by taking away an hour of your time. Don't start by taking away your energy through the day. Instead, add to your day. Because when we get scarcity mindset, we're out.
That's it.
But when we add to our lives and enrich them, it's way more doable.
If you were to talk to a complete beginner, what would be your top nutrition tips to help them get to how you're at right now?
Don't take away. Add some form of pure protein first thing in the morning, especially women. I'm not a huge fan of fasting. Our hormones do not support it. Start with just a boiled egg first thing. And then if you want a pancake, have it, whatever. But stabilize those blood sugars. You will feel good. You'll be starting your day with a great habit. And you'll probably find that as time goes on, you'll build from that and be taking away some of those unhealthier choices and adding on to what you're already doing.
What would you say to someone that is falling into the danger of comparing themselves to other people and how they're looking, especially for beginners?
First of all, if you're following anybody, that does not make you feel like you can because they can, but instead you can't because they can, unfollow. It's not personal, it's not mean, it's your mental health. Secondly, affirmations daily. Talk to yourself. The voices in your head are what you're with most of the time.
Yeah.
So if they're not talking positively to you, that's becoming who you are.
Right.
So practicing that every day. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am strong. Thank you for this body that can and that will.
If you were to talk to someone that's developing an unhealthy relationship with food, restrictive dieting, things of that nature, what would you say to them to kind of switch their mindset?
Well, first of all, if you're finding that you're having a really complicated relationship with nutrition, I am such an advocate for therapy. Some of that might be deep-rooted from different traumas or upbringing, and there's nothing wrong with talking about it, sorting through it, and maybe discovering things about yourself that you didn't realize before.
Right.
And then investing in someone who does know what they're talking about, finding a certified nutritionist, or even just starting with following accounts on social media because they are such a big part of our life that promote health,
Right.
not physical appearance.
I love that so much. And if you could talk to someone that isn't working out right now, what's your word of encouragement to get them started?
Your worth is not a part of what you look like and what you're capable of doing at the gym. It is what you get up and choose to do each day to be better. Whether that's, hey, I got up and I walked to the mailbox today, or hey, I got up and I ran 12 miles. We all have different things we're working towards. Definitely look at what you're accomplishing every day, not what you're not accomplishing.
I love that so much. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you share it with someone that needs some workout motivation. And don't forget, hit that bio link if you need a personalized workout plan. Download the Oomph app and let's get started.